Just muted a little bit. You're on the lifeboat. Captain Calhoun speaking. I've been doing lots of muting of my mic, and I keep forgetting to unmute it. But anyways, this is the skipper speaking. I quit, guys. Bet you that got you going. Those are two of the most powerful words in the English language. I'm sure you've heard my dad say this, and I'm gonna say it some more. Because I quit. I mother loving quit. Shout out to my mom. I love her. Yeah, you're the best, Ma. Yeah, man. I quit. Let's talk about it. I'm not quitting. I quit. You know what I mean? Very empowering statement. Well, this can be the start of taking control of one's life. Let's do some roll call. Valerie 102, Shannon Smith, Matrix Rabbit, Lacey Silver, Caddy Connie, good to see you guys. Rolling Stone, Body Illusion, Raven, the Valkyrie, Goosebump 801, Lumen, glad you guys made it. Haven't seen Raven in a while. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Brazy Girl, Jen Aunt Nina Hobbs, good to see you. Kristen Melinda, Blessed to Crochet, thank you for sharing about your father earlier. Yeah, that was very touching. Tina Serlin, Seventh Son, Jesse Brown. Heck yeah, guys. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. But we're going to talk about these two superpowered words. I quit. Ben Bacon Bits, good to see ya. Mile High Hokey, always a pleasure. Vixen. Jennifer Lemke, Jesse Brown. All right, y'all. Teresa Baldessari, good to see ya. Yeah, I love saying I quit. I like saying no too, but I think that's different. But anyways, yeah, this can be the start of taking control of one's life. And it doesn't have to be some monumental, crazy thing in your life, but it could be. It could be something very weight carrying, right? But yeah, I quit. Don't be afraid to say I quit, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's just a little bad habit. Maybe it's like doing a little YouTubing in the morning or something, right? Maybe it's smoking in the bathroom. I don't know. Maybe it's just smoking. Maybe you would like to quit having a lack of physical exercise. There's a bunch of ways. And with that last one, I turned it around on itself. I don't know if you noticed that. Quit not exercising, right? Kind of double down on that one. But anyways, yeah, you can use this in a myriad of ways. And I encourage you to. Don't necessarily quit just for the sake of quitting, right? But if you're like me, you were raised, we're not quitters, Mike. That's what my dad used to tell me a lot. We're not quitters. You're not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. You're not going to quit. And I think under certain circumstances that may benefit someone. But, if there's something that's if there's a detrimental situation in your life, if there's something that's taking away from your overall well-being rather than giving back to your overall well-being, maybe you should quit it. Maybe you should say I quit. Doing the dishes, so I'll be lurking, says SB. I did the dishes today. It's looking decent in there, although I think the counters and the stovetop are next, and then the kitchen will be beautiful. The kitchen will be beautiful. I can't wait. Mittens 1970. Good to see ya. Smoking in the boys' room. Isn't that I think that music was way too loud for the first bit. That's okay. That's okay, I think. Hopefully. We'll see. I'm going to quit doing laundry, says Caddy Connie. Might need to get someone to do it for you then, I'm not entirely sure that stinky clothes are going to contribute to your overall well-being. But you get the point. Setting boundaries. Saying I quit can be a very clear boundary. Signal that you're unwilling to tolerate certain treatments or conditions, right? I quit can be used at work, obviously, right? I quit can be used in relationships. I quit can be used. Zaphod Bibelbrock says he quit quitting is quitting. What are we even quitting anymore? Good to see you, Zaphod. We'll be back when it's over now that I know you're not quitting. Well, if I was quitting, would you hang out the whole time? That's a little interesting. It's an interesting concept. It's an interesting concept. Self-respect. Self-respect. Refusing to stay in detrimental situations, right? Respecting one's own values and well-being, right? No one's going to respect your values and your well-being if you don't respect them first, if you don't set a good example, right? So saying I quit can be a great example of what I tolerate and what I'm willing to put up with and what I'm not, which is, a very firm boundary, should be a very firm boundary. TKD for life. I quit but relapsed. Got gum issues because smoking weed. So I quit smoking and switched to edibles. Addiction brain rationalizing at its best. Yes. So tonight I quit all weed again. Well, congratulations. Good luck. That one's a little difficult, I mean, quitting anything is real difficult, but I wish you the best on your journey. Gum issues are the worst. I imagine I'm going to wind up with some gum issues unless I already have them and don't know about it. I still have yet to check the mail today to see if my insurance card is in there, so I haven't made any headway in that regard, but that's okay. We've got time. Zaphod Bibelbrock says, I quit looking for the answer and started looking for the question. Now that is a statement right there that I can get behind. All love to Israel. I agree. What's going on, Area? Good to see you. Jesse Brown says, take pride in everything you do because the things you do that seem like nothing could set an example for all around you. That's right. I try to live as if. Hey, Scooby, Miss Dragon, good to see you guys. I did not get into the email today, Taekwondo. I apologize. I'll get in the emails after this live, all right? And I will also be posting those journal prompts promptly after the live. Brazy Girl says, I quit saying I'm sorry to people that don't deserve it. This is something that I could do better too. I'm always so sorry about stuff, but really it's like an emotion that I don't have a word to express, and I don't need to use sorry to express it, I feel like. The answer is 42 to everything, the whole universe. Spanx, quit quitting things off. Check the mail. It's your health. Lol. I'm doing pretty good, I think, Body Illusion. Garth, I do not smoke, and I do not do dabs, but I have smoked a metric boatload in my lifetime, and I've done a ton of dabs. Yeah, sorry is not a word that is used properly in my vocabulary, I feel like. Sometimes it is. I need to find a different way to express those emotions, I feel like. We've touched on something that I could do a whole show on. Kimberly Gabaldon says, I love the look of your room. Very nice and relaxing. I do like it. I was sent this beautiful love picture. I figured that was a great spot for it. I still feel like there's too much white back there. There needs to be more variance. When we get a plant, I'm going to put it right here. You just won't be able to see it. I don't know. Maybe we could hang some stuff from the ceiling. I don't know. It is kind of nice and calming in here, though. Tina Serlin asks, what are dabs? Dabs are THC concentrate. It's basically like super powered weed. Super powered weed. Yeah, no sweat, Body Illusion. I could use some mothering now and again, so it's totally fine. If you notice, feel free. I need to be told sometimes. Casey, I did get your package. Thank you so much. I actually have it right here. I opened it for the first time today and then got a little overwhelmed, so I put it back down. But it's on my list. It's on my desk, so to speak. It's on my list of things to do. I'm very curious to see what my heritage is. I imagine I'm very, very Swedish, and there's probably some Italian and some English and some other stuff in there, right? I know that my maternal grandfather is kind of a mutt, and I imagine I'm kind of a mutt as well. So, but I'm very excited to find out. Am I actually a Swede, or do I just say so? Hey, Deanna Downey, good to see you. For those that just arrived, I quit are two of the most powerful words in the English language when used together in conjunction with intentions. And today we're talking about the power of these words and how we can employ them to better our well-being and our life in general. Hey, Kevin Hawthorne, good to see you. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. I bet you it's a beautiful day down in Lakeland, Kevin. I could use some beach in my life, some beach action. You know what I mean? Interesting. Casey says, wait until I'm off the medication. I definitely will read the instructions very thoroughly. I'm not going to, and since you suggested it, I will wait. I don't want to screw it up. I would like to one and done this thing. You know, I'd like to do it and get the answers I seek. Yeah, I tell you what, the beach is one of my many happy places. Hey, Tommy Bird, it is going very, very well. And I didn't quit anything good. I just I'm talking about the power of the words I quit when used in conjunction with good intentions. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, buddy. Although I did kind of structure that in a way that made you think, and I apologize for misleading you, but it was kind of fun. it was kind of fun. I almost quit crocheting. I was just going to do one hat and that was it. I'm sure glad I didn't. That's really helped me sometimes, having to push through and keep trying. Well, we're glad you're pushing through and keep trying. And we are also glad you didn't give up crocheting. Blessed to crochet. We're blessed to have you. Anne from Massachusetts says, I quit trying to please everyone. This is something that I also had to work very hard on, which is impossible anyway, and instead try to maintain a healthy balance. You know, balance is the eternal journey. I feel like that's what I'm always seeking. I don't know if I will ever find true balance in my life. There's always something else that's out of balance or could be balanced better, I feel like. But that is the eternal, the great goal that I'm always seeking. And I would say that I feel like we are always seeking, but I feel like I can only speak for myself on that note. You know, Tina, here in Tucson, it's been 90 degrees the past couple days. I haven't been outside for more than 5 minutes today, and it was like early this morning, so let me check. I don't imagine it's much hotter. It's been about 90. It's 89 right now. And it's going to be getting cooler now, I guess. But yeah, we're going to be in the 90s until the foreseeable future, it looks like. We're going to get to 95 in about 10 days. Lord Kiss Freak, I want to know about that job, brother. Lord Kiss Freak says, my daughter became an auntie today. Her half-sister had a baby boy this morning. Wow, congratulations. Congratulations. Love new family. New life, new hope brought into the world. Always a beautiful thing. Do your thing, Becca Jean. I appreciate you letting me know, but I support you in living your best life. Do your thing. I know I will. I know it's already hot. I have to say, I was walking down the street, I think it was yesterday in the 90-degree weather, and I was thinking to myself, man, it's hot. And then my next thought was, man, this is kind of nice though. I'm sure when it's 110, I'm not going to feel that way. But right now, I am okay with it, especially in the evening when the sun goes down. I could be out there shirtless and just love it. Not that I am, but I have thought about it. And Hummingbird, good to see you. We've missed you. Look at all the love. We love you. Zero humidity is right. If there could be negative humidity, that's what we have. Anne says our high today was 61. Gotta love the Northeast. That sounds just gorgeous. That sounds like my happy place, I have to say. Although when the wind starts whipping up, I bet you it's quite a cool breeze, maybe even a biting wind. Tommy Bird says, "Don't apologize to me. I was a quitter of all things, capable of bringing any remote possibilities of success. For so long, my life became a constant attempt of reassuring myself I wasn't wrong." Well, I'm here to tell you, you're doing great, Tommy. And we had just talked about how I shouldn't be apologizing all the time. I don't know if I don't remember saying that, but I guess I probably did, huh? Yeah, I apologize for misleading. It was fun. It's all good. It's all good. We're having fun. But no, I think you're doing great, Tommy. Yeah. The fact that you're not in that position anymore says a lot. Freedom to exercise freedom over one's constraints, over your job, over a relationship, over whatever. Saying I quit can be an exercise in freedom. I know that I have felt constrained by almost every job that I've ever had, and I'm not telling you to go quit your job. I'm just saying you can quit putting up with, your boss talking down to you. You can quit putting up with, I don't know. You can quit not going to the bathroom when you actually need to because you feel bad for company time or something. That's like something that I used to do. I make sure I'm pooping on the company's dime now. Yeah, because when I make a penny, my boss makes a dime. That's why on company time. I don't know if that's a song or just a rhyme, but yeah, exercise your freedom. Saying I quit can be an opportunity for growth. Can open new doors, get you out of your comfort zone and into personal growth, which is what we want. The only way to make your comfort zone bigger is to get outside of it. The only way to be comfortable in more situations is to become uncomfortable in a situation. You have to learn how to navigate these things. You aren't born with the ability. I mean, you are born with the ability, but you have to get good at it, right? You got to practice. Tommy Bird says, now these days, the more I'm in a spot where I can admit that I'm wrong and deal with it, then technically the more things go wrong for me. The more I know I'm really all right. It's funny when you put it that way, man. But that is kind of how we can tell that we're alive. Things go wrong, and our ability to handle them and react and not break down is directly akin to our quality of life in a lot of cases. So, heck yeah, Tommy, let's friggin' go. I know I'm alive. I had some stuff go wrong this week. And look, I just inhaled some hair right to the back of the throat. That's pretty great. Ma needs help. Are you talking about your mom? Resin? Valerie says, something I quit putting up with is negative self-talk. This is something I work on every day, people. I tell you what, I am mean to myself. I am no longer putting up with Val, naysaying Val, a bunch of circles with lines through them. Let's go. Good for you. You know what? I think that's a huge deal. This is something that I could make a whole lot more headway on. And, maybe it's just a matter of commitment. Maybe it's just a matter of me saying, you know what, Mike, I'm not putting up with that anymore. You can't talk to me like that kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe it is just a putting the foot down kind of thing. Thank you for sharing that, because I am going to benefit from that. I tell you what, listening and driving, I'm still here. Well, you better keep driving. Don't crash that car. We need the Miss Dragon around. We like her a lot. Yeah, the thumbnail was clickbait, Am. I'm talking about the power of the words I quit in conjunction with good intentions. So far, we've covered I quit can be a very empowering statement. It can be the start of taking control of one's life. We've covered self-respect and respecting one's values and well-being, saying no to detrimental situations. We've talked a little bit briefly about setting boundaries and being unwilling to tolerate detrimental treatment. And our next bit is going to be about authenticity. True crime girl, I don't know if I've ever said hello to you. Hey there, good to see you. I need to stop putting up with emotional abuse from a supposed loved one. Yeah, set that boundary. Set that boundary, but definitely do it in a way that maintains safety and security. You don't want to put yourself out there, right? You want to protect yourself. But I agree. If you need help figuring out a good way to set that boundary, reach out to me or reach out to someone in chat. I'm sure that I know that I would love to help you out, and I'm sure there's a bunch of people here that would love to as well. You can email me at sober@myyahoo.com, sober@myyahoo.com, and I'll be checking the emails right after the show. If you need any assistance figuring out a good way to go about doing that, I can definitely help you out with that. Negative self-talk is abusive. I agree, Rolling Stone. Why do we do that to ourselves? That is such a great question. I don't know. Like, do I really feel that way about myself? Do I really think so, like less of myself? So little? I don't know. I hope not. You know what I mean? I hope not. Some of the things I say to myself are really mean. And, when you really examine it, when you really think about it in reality, when you break it down like that, it starts to make a whole lot more sense. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to be talking to yourself that way. So maybe I just need to journal about it. I bet you if I spent a session journaling about my negative self-talk, I could crush it. I could just put it to bed. I think that's my homework for myself. Yak in the crack. It's been a while since I don't think I don't I don't know if I've ever read those words put together like that, Ben. We never called it that. Leslie D says, I'm trying to quit putting others' wishes before mine when it affects my well-being. This is also something that I had to work on a whole lot. The first step is recognizing that you need to. I tell you what, keep up the good work, Leslie. Jesse Brown says, what about the sensitive people like myself who were thinking this boat would Titanic? Not a good way to pull views with this crowd. Well, I didn't have any malicious intent. If that's really how you feel, maybe I won't do that in the future, right? But, do you really think the boat's going to tank? Because that's never going to happen, Jesse. The boat's going to be here and past my lifetime. Guarantee it. But, you do raise a good point. I don't know how good I feel about misleading folks unless it's in good fun, right? But if not all of us are having fun, where's the good fun, right? So I get what you're saying. Frankie Figs popping in to support Tommy. Appreciate you, Frankie. Shout out to Frankie Figs. Yeah, there's no iceberg in this heat. That's right. That's right. Authenticity. Saying I quit encourages authenticity. Acknowledge and honor your true desires and needs. Do you even know what your true desires and needs are? Sometimes I don't know what my true desires are, which is weird, right? It's easy to say like, okay, I need shelter, I need food, but it's not easy to say I need alone time. It's not so easy to say I need you to step 3 feet back. That's also a hard one. But recognizing and identifying what my needs are is the first step. Recognizing, where was I? My true desires, what I actually want, being honest with myself about what I want is the first step, right? And maybe saying I quit is all you need to kick you in the right direction, right? I appreciate you bringing it up, Jesse. I definitely am always open to feedback and trying to build a better boat every day. So um, definitely something that I thought about, and not something that I thought about as deeply as you've brought it to the table. So I appreciate it, and it's not swept under the rug. I promise. Wow, my hair. I think the split ends need to go, and they wouldn't be in my mouth if they were not there, if they were cut. Clarity and focus. Clarity and focus. The one complaint I have about the glasses is they have this crazy reflection thing going on. Um, and I don't know, yeah, it distracts the crap out of me. So I'm gonna do a little without and a little with, I think. Bum 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 bum. Clarity and focus. That's right. Saying I quit brings clarity and focus by redirecting energy and attention towards pursuits that align better with one's goals and aspirations. That was a lot of words. So we're going to break that down, all right? Saying I quit establishes and reinforces one's goals, right? Saying I quit will draw the line in the sand and help you understand and I don't know, sharpen your view, I guess, so to speak, of where you would like to go. Now, this one's a little broader of a concept, but clarity and focus are two things. Rip curl readiness. We're talking about the power of the words "I quit" when used in conjunction with good intentions. Um, I quit. Some of the most powerful words in the English language. I'm not going anywhere. Don't sweat. I could put a qualifier on the title. Good to see you, Cinderella. I don't know if I've said hello to you today. Charlie Mullins, always a pleasure. Awakened by the Looking Glass. Dennis the Menace. Yeah, we're talking about the power of the words I quit, y'all. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. And we've learned a lot from the Titanic. There will be no upending of this boat. Clarity and focus. Saying I quit can help you align your goals. Saying I quit can help define your path forward, right? Maybe what you need to quit is your immediate boundary you know, into the next chapter of your life. We talked at the beginning about how this can be the start of taking control of your life. Well, what if saying I quit is going to open the door to this brand new, beautiful chapter, right? Don't be afraid to quit. It's okay to quit. It's probably a good thing to quit in a lot of cases. And, it's not to be discounted. Saying I quit, quitting publicly can inspire others to do the same. This is not an easy thing that we do, and it's not easy stuff that we deal with. And doing it successfully is inspiring. It is a task. It is a feat. If this was an RPG video game, they would call it a feat of strength, or like I don't know, yeah, like a feat of courage or something, because it's hard. It's a trial, a tribulation that we must walk through, a fire that we must walk through to come out stronger on the other side. I quit. It can be the catalyst for change. You have to start somewhere, right? Might as well start here. There's no time like the present. I say that a lot. There's no time like the present. I quit. We got to start somewhere. Spark transformation in your life. There's this beautiful life out there that you can't even imagine, but it's out there waiting for you to just say, I deserve this and I want it and I'm going to work for it. That's all it takes. And sometimes it just starts with the words I quit. Cinderella's glass slipper says, being a Cancer sign, I'm extremely sensitive. I'm working on quitting making assumptions and vocalizing more to understanding where others are coming from. Interesting. My tooth is starting to throb on me. What's going on here? It better friggin' stop, I swear. I took like a little bit less of my inflammation purposed Advil. Maybe I need to take a full dose. I'm like terrified that it's going to start hurting again. It's so bad when it goes. I quit. Tell him, TK. Tell him. Yeah, we missed you, Rip Curl. It's good to see you, dude. Awakened by the Looking Glass says, but how can we get upset at others for drinking everything in our cups if we are the ones who keep handing them the straws? No, this is correct. Quit handing them the straws, right? Ben Baconbit says, seriously, I have enough wrinkles in my brain. I quit not trying to learn something new every day. Oh, I thought you said I quit trying to learn something new every day. Ben Baconbit says, I need more wrinkles on my brain. I hear that's when you learn stuff, it like is creating wrinkles in your brain. I thought that was a funny way to say learn stuff. Rip Curl Readiness says, change is scary, but also good in most cases, especially if you take advantage of change and work it. I agree. Sometimes you got to take that leap and just say, I quit. Sometimes you just got to quit. Ooh, maybe it's time to do some tincture. I'm like losing steam here. Taking ownership of decisions and assuming responsibility for your own happiness and fulfillment. Saying I quit can put you in the driver's seat and is a way to take responsibility and for your own happiness and fulfillment, because you are the only one responsible for your happiness and fulfillment. Scooby Lee says they're lurking. And no one's going to make you happy if you don't make yourself happy. You know what I mean? No one's going to worry about your fulfillment if you don't. And you're the only one that can really affect those things if you're really honest with yourself. So if there's something in your life that you need to quit, if there's something in your life that you've been thinking about quitting, just playing with the idea, what do you got to lose? Except a bad habit, right? Awakened by the Looking Glass says, Captain, is there a correlation between the pain and your speaking more possibly? Absolutely. But we are going to run this show until I can't, probably, because I've been missing the boat, and I feel like the boat's been missing me, but mostly because I've been missing the boat. I would like to get through a whole show at least once, darn. That doesn't help my negative self-talk too, I guess. Can't even get through a whole show without running to the bathroom and yakking. That was so terribly embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Thank you for your concern, though, Awakened. I'm definitely I'm going to stay on top of it for sure. I can tell, I can hear a difference in the way I'm talking too. I don't know if it's because I've been taking the painkillers or if it's because my mouth is swollen or what's going on, but I feel and hear a difference. I can tell as I'm speaking that it's different, and it's definitely an increase in activity is bad for it. But this is what we do. I'm committed to this, and it's not so bad that it's going to keep me from doing it. So, and I am thinking about longevity too. I'm not just thinking about this moment. I'm thinking about all week. I'm thinking about all month, all year. We're in the month of May, Mental Health Month. Very important. I have some mental health issues, and I imagine some of you do too. So let's take care of it together. Let's talk about it. Kate E, thanks. Moving through a huge shift, asking for better wages. Got 'em. I am worth it. Hard to acknowledge. Much care. Let's go, Kate E. Congratulations on asking for better wages and getting them. You are worth it. You absolutely are worth it. And you know that. Sometimes you got to remind people. Heck yeah. Kicking butt, taking names. I like it. I like it a lot. Here, please hold. When I use the other speaker, it just has a different sound entirely, and it makes me feel like it's louder. I'm going to be sad when I go back and there's complaints about like 3 songs from YouTube. You were only embarrassed because of your dewy youth, Captain. Those of us past 50 have no F's to give over such things. Just glad you're feeling better. Well, I appreciate that. Part of me thought I should have just muted the mic, gone and done my business, come back and just like, kind of like went about my business. But making decisions on the fly like that are not always 100%. So we made the decision to end the stream and couldn't take it back. Rick Spicer, good to see you. We've missed you. Yo, all. Hello, Mr. Spanks. Please keep making wild thumbnails. I promise. I am actually really into it. I'll bet you have hundreds you're holding back. Just put clickbait on it for others. Maybe I'll make a clickbait thumbnail. That sounds fun. If you have a toothache, try the Red Cross toothache stuff with eugenol in it. Only thing I found that helps other than capsaicin. Well, I've been doing quite a bit of capsaicin. I did some this morning. I seem to have found a second wind, but when I need my third, we're going to do some more tank. This morning we did... Where'd it go? This morning we did the Haunted. The reason it's backwards is because I have the camera mirrored so that when I use my right arm, it's on the right side of the screen. So when I'm like pointing to stuff, it doesn't confuse my brain, but it does make it so we can't read stuff together. But this morning I did the Haunted. It was kind of disappointing as far as I only did a drop, but I expected it to be a lot hotter. It got me to like a 3, maybe more like a 2. So maybe we'll do a drop of this gnarly stuff. We got some Tommy's tink here, but this one says jacked up on the side, and I labeled it that because this one has a bunch of capsaicin crystals in it or something like that. So that one's ridiculous. Maybe we'll do that one in a bit. I have like a regular capsaicin intake. Capsaicin. What a weird word. Does not roll off the tongue. Oh. Now I'm excited. I can't wait to eat that. Jen Antonine Hobbs says, don't forget to take care of yourself. A wise person once told me you can't forget to apply your oxygen mask before applying others' masks. I feel like I've heard my dad say that, but maybe that's just because he's my dad and he's the one that told me that growing up. I will not forget to take care of myself, Jen, I promise. I actually have been spending the majority of my time doing self-care recently, especially because of the tooth. I feel like in order for me to be successful in these other areas of my life, I have to do more self-care. I have to rest. Like I've been resting so much, it's ridiculous. And I wake up feeling great. I wake up feeling rested, but it requires like a whole lot more resting. It requires a whole lot more, cleaning up my space and stuff to feel good mentally, especially when I'm not feeling so hot, right? It's interesting, but I promise I won't forget. I've been doubling down, if anything, on self-care. The boat will miss a show before I let myself fall, I promise. And putting that title up there, I definitely felt a little bit guilty because some of y'all might have thought that I relapsed or something. Like you never know. You never know with that kind of thing. And I want everyone to know that I'm solid. I've never been more solid, minus my tooth. The tooth sucks. It's not fun. But what can you do? Just our best. And I'm gonna continue doing my best. I would like to get rid of these little bags. I feel like I always look tired. And I kind of feel tired a lot too, but it's neither here nor there. I know that, Kristen. I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. Whose idea it was to do that? Shout out to the Admiral. That's my guy. Love him. What a great dad. That's my dad. Love him. For real though, Kristen. I was planning the show and I called him and I was like, "Hey, how you doing? What are you up to?" And he was like, "Ba ba ba, ba 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 ba." I was like, "Okay, I like it." Botox, question mark. IDK, question mark. I did miss Admiral's 9 a.m. show. I was self-caring super hard, but I did listen to some of it. I always enjoy it. He always gets me going. You know what I mean? When I need like a good like pick me up or like a wake up or like just to refocus, my dad, listening to my dad speak on something he's passionate about gets me going. Oh man, so I missed most of it, but I did catch some. Dump a liquid gel on your tooth. It works. I actually have some Oragel over there. It's not too bad right now. I think it was just it was just telling me to take more Advil. The swelling is like separate. The swelling is like a whole nother thing that ends up being way more painful. Body image and self-esteem. That's right. And my dad's been talking about doing shows on that for a while. I'm glad he finally did. Did a troll take over? Man, where was I to shut him down? I feel like sometimes, I mean, we could all hindsight's 2020, right? But I definitely feel like my dad has too much patience for trolls. But then again, maybe sometimes I don't have enough patience, you know? It's probably true. Thank you for saying that. Bless you, Crochet. I definitely will reach out to the ripples when I need to lean on you guys. Hopefully beforehand rather than like after the fact, right? Some heads up would be friggin' sweet, I bet. So I will. Yeah, I definitely will. I promise. Seventh Son says, pardon me, I find I can forgive people's transgressions against me. I just can't forgive myself. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder why that is, Seventh. Do you feel like you're a bad person? I think you're a pretty good, I think you got love in your heart, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. So you start with that, right? There's some good in there. There's probably a whole lot of good in there, you know? I just can't speak for you, right? I wonder why you find it hard to forgive yourself. I definitely have been there. I definitely have been there. Are you out of here, Rick? Heck yeah. Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. It's probably a good as time as any to say that. All right, let's do some tincture. Okay, this is the Tommy's Tink, and it is the one that's labeled as nuts. I may regret this one later, but this morning was a little disappointing. It did give me energy, like it did like wake my body up, but it was not nearly as spicy as I wanted it to be. Famous last words. Got your peanut? Are we doing this together, Kristen? Real quick before I do this, I had a really funny moment. I was preparing for the boat when the chat's here and the show hasn't started yet and it says scheduled, I'm preparing, right? And that could mean that I'm like writing the script, I'm making some last minute changes to my notes. That could mean I'm doing some research. That could also mean, as it did today, that I'm just headbanging in the captain's hat. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It was the most fun. I wanted to take like a video and send it to everybody, but it just wasn't going to work because my phone was playing the music. And if you take video, it stops the music anyways. It was a sweet moment. So Tommy's Tink, jacked up. probably shouldn't have done all that. It probably would have dropped easier if I didn't have all these air bubbles. Oh, that one's immediately way hotter than the other stuff. That is aggressive. Ugh. That is very, very aggressive. Oh, that'll put hair on your chest for sure. So the one this morning, I gave a little description. This one's very different. It is immediately hot everywhere. Immediately in the back of my throat, especially in the back of my mouth and my throat. And the sides of my tongue, I guess, too. Wow, that one's fucking, oh, pardon my language. Wow. Take that. Uncle Johnny would not be proud. You know, that pod that I ate on his channel wasn't this hot. Wow. So immediately I'm at like a 6. And it's like climbing for sure. Give my dad and Reese my love, Tina. Oh, wow. I know. I'm so sorry, Brazy. Please forgive me. Oh. Yeah, that one hurt. Oh, there's going to be no vomiting. I've done this tink before. We're not in uncharted territory at all. I can feel it in my ears. That is a rarity. So you guys got any fun weekend plans? It is Friday evening. No tooth pain. My tears are burning, and so are my ears. My tears in my ears. I'm sorry, Brazy. I feel bad. My uncle always tells me, don't curse when you do hot stuff. Everyone does. Don't do that. It's not classy. Oh, wow. No, it's I don't take offense. I just shouldn't be acting like that, you know? And I know what bothers you in particular, so I would like to not do that, you know? So I don't mean to make such a big deal out of it. I appreciate you and everything you do. Oh. How was your peanut, Kristen? Cinderella says she's doing the thing on Monday, packing to move. Well, good luck with your move. Travel safe. Night Rider getting a kick. Awake. Yeah, we're awake. This one's gonna hurt later for sure. Yeah, I do that. I do that too, Kristen. It's okay. I don't really mind. I really don't mind. It's hard to coordinate things. I'm sure that it was her decision and not his, I have to say. But let's not talk about it. I support them 100%. I support them 100%. Shout out to my dad and Reese. Much love. Davey popping in to show some love. It is very, very hot, Jennifer, I have to say. Blessed to Crochet. Gonna hang out after the boat tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Make sure to stay tuned for it. Valerie, have fun talking to your sister. Oh, it's a dreaded conversation. Well, good luck. I'll be rooting for you. Senwen gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Davey received the membership. Heck yeah, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Hello, Wharton Fistle. Good to see you. All right, and now I'm back down to like a 2 or a 3. There's still some heat, but the endorphin dump has arrived. Ugh. Now we are chilling. Now we are chilling hard. I don't drink water because it just makes it worse. If I drink something, it's milk, which I could totally go for right now. Maybe I'll get out of here so that y'all can go support Tommy and Reese. I am definitely done. I've done plenty. You know, Rolling Stone, I'd have to agree with you, but I wouldn't want them to hear me say that because I just don't want to deal with it. It's no skin off my back. It doesn't bother me at all. So it's all good. The pulse quickens. I like that. That should be a t-shirt. Oh my. I think we might do this regularly, Kristen. So like whenever I feel myself losing steam, I'm just going to do some tank. The journal prompts, Ben Bacon Bits. So check this out. I'm going to share my screen. To find the journal prompts, this is the Lifeboat YouTube page. We're going to go over here, home, videos, shorts, live, playlist, community, right here, this community tab. You scroll down and they're going to be at the top. These are from last night. I'm going to post them as soon as I hit end. And for those that hung out for the very end, I'm going to give you a sneak peek at something because you guys stuck to the very end. I appreciate you very much. Check this out. I have where is it? I have the journal companion here. The only thing I want to do with this, the only reason it's not up yet is because I want to put an index so that you can skip to, like you can tell it what page you want to go to, what day you want to go to, because there's so many days in a year. Using the scroll wheel or dragging the slider on the side is terrible. It's like not functional. It works. It's just, it doesn't really work. So that's what the holdup is. But here we go. I want to give you guys a little sneak peek. Check out this journal companion here. Basically, we have prompts going all the way through the year. A little bit of a spoiler. These are the last 2 questions, though. You know, and it's nothing special. It's just a little journal companion. It's just a little something to get you writing, right? But I have plenty of ammo. You know, I've made 360 whatever friggin' questions. So, you know, we've got it. I'm trying to index it. If someone knows how to add index pages to a Adobe Acrobat PDF kind of thing, I know Adobe Acrobat, the program itself does, but I don't want to pay them because they suck. Their trial version didn't work. What makes me think the actual paid version is going to work? And they want like a bunch of money. I can't just like pay them a little. They want all of the money all at once. So yeah, I just don't feel like supporting a company that sucks. I don't feel like supporting a company that says, you know, our demo version doesn't need to be good because we don't care. I don't know. Yeah, I have qualms with Adobe. So if anyone has some insight, or if someone has Adobe and it works for them and they can add index pages, I don't know. I'm trying to add an index to the stupid journal thing. Help me out. I will get it done, whether or not anyone knows anything. But maybe you can help me get it done faster. You know, I have some people working on it waiting for people to get back to me and waiting for people to have time. You know how it goes. So, but I just wanted to show you it's real. I believe YouTube takes a percentage. I don't know what the percentage is, but I bet you someone here does know, Brazy. 30%, says Kristen. Wow, that's amazing. This is why we have the Cash App and the PayPal at the top of the description in the channel, in the videos and everything. I know that there are people out there that want to support the channel that don't like that 30% thing. And, you know, I have to agree with you. So I put the Lifeboat's PayPal, the Lifeboat's Cash App up there in the video description at the very top for people that don't want to pay YouTube. But, you know, YouTube also has provided this wonderful platform for us. So, you know, I don't mind. I don't know, 30% is a ridiculous percentage, right? That's way high. That's astronomical. But I try to stay in gratitude, you know? I try to stay in positive vibes. I try to not get mad because I have the potential to be a uncorked bottle of champagne. Just I have the potential to explode. So I try to just stay grateful, you know? Kristen Melinda says, I already pay them premium and they don't need a cut of the donations. Yeah, it's, you know, I guess they get to make the rules because they make the platform. But, you know, I know you guys support me and, you know, I appreciate you either way. Zenwen says, I would do PayPal, but I don't have it and I can't get it right now. I like gifting memberships and when I can, because it seems like that goes the most support through YouTube anyways. Well, you know, Zenwen, I think that's one of my favorite methods of support because it involves connection. You know, it's you're gifting memberships to people that are on the channel that maybe don't even know what it's all about. You know, so you're getting people involved. I think that the gifting the membership thing is way cool. When the gift memberships go up, I brighten up. Like it lightens my day up. So like, because that's such a selfless act. Not only are you supporting the channel, but you're like just going in on the connection thing. I just think it's way cool, right? But yeah, 30% is way high. And you know, y'all don't have to send me money to support me. Obviously, we need it. I love it. I appreciate it, but I don't ever want you to feel like you have to. You know, I just want you to show up your authentic self. If you're not having a good day, you don't have to act like you are having a good day. You know what I mean? I just want you here being genuine and experiencing this wild thing we call life together. You know, that's all I want. And I believe the gift membership does take that percentage as well. I think everything through YouTube, like, so if it's not the PayPal or the Cash App, I feel like we have a third method. Let me check. I should be saying it every time if we do. My stomach is talking to me. It was like, burr, 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 burr. That's what it just said to me. Yeah, we've got the memberships at the top, and then we've got PayPal, Cash App. Oh, and the Venmo. The Venmo. I forget about the Venmo because I personally owe Venmo money, so I don't use it anymore. One day I'll be flush and I'll pay back all my debts, but that's not today. Fun fact, Valerie, thank you for saying that. I think you're pretty neat too, dude. I have to say. Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you. Rolling Stone says, I became a member as a commitment to my sobriety. I'll remain a member as long as the Lifeboat is helping people or until I get kicked off. Well, I hope you're not trying to get kicked off. If you are, you're doing a terrible job because we like you around here. We like you a lot, Rolling Stone. And speaking of commitment to your sobriety, how you doing, man? You've been on this journey for a while, haven't you? Sir Spanks, you know my weakness is hungry people. Well, I must be your favorite person because I'm always hungry. All shucks. All shucks. I just got that image of the Looney Tunes Which character is the one that blushes and does the thing? I guess they kind of all do that, but maybe it's Tweety Bird. I can't remember. I just got the picture of the skunk doing the blushy thing, though. I don't know why. Pepe Le Pew. I want to take a moment to talk about how old cartoons are like not aging well. Pepe Le Pew is a creepy dude. Does anyone remember that cartoon? Pepe Le Pew was the skunk, and he was always chasing after the pretty girl skunk. But the way he would go about it, like if you watch it today, it's like, I don't even want to say the word, but it's risque. There's another R word that I would have preferred to use with a Y at the end, which isn't a word, but you put the Y on the end and then it. So, anyways, I'm not going to say the word because it's. I don't like the word. I hate the word. The word sucks. But Pepe Le Pew, I mean, it's cute and funny, right? But if you look at it like, I don't know, from a certain viewpoint, it's like, wow, this is what we used to watch for fun, you know? And he literal harassment. Yes, that was the word that was probably the word that I was searching for but couldn't find, Dave B. Thank you for that. Yeah, harassment. And you wonder why, like, the dudes in our world, why a lot of the dudes have a really hard time communicating with women properly, you know? Catcalling and pickup lines, and I don't know. You wonder why the communication between genders is messed up in the highest, you know? It's because for entertainment, we watch cartoons harass women. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with social media, TK. I tell you what, Pepe Le Puke is right. Yuck. Was it a cat that he was chasing? That's weird. Cats are cute, though. Bashful. I don't remember. Was Bashful a drunk? Was that the deal? I feel like I remember him hiccuping and having red in the face all the time. Maybe I'm getting Sleepy and Dopey mixed up or something. Sir Spanx. If the Queen of England would just knight me already, that would be cool. Could die a happy man. Tanith says, okay, Pepe hasn't aged well, but keep in mind, he never succeeded. You know, this is a fun fact. You'd have to watch every episode to know, though, right? I think that's hilarious, though. I think that's a great point. No, and Valerie, I can't remember which one Bashful is. It's been a long time since I watched Snow White. I was just trying to remember Bashful, and I the memory I get is a hiccupy, drunky dwarf. But I might be totally wrong. I might be getting them mixed up. I actually, I like Disney a lot. I should go back and watch it. The Fox and the Hound was my favorite as a kid. I was always really into sad stuff. I don't know why. It probably is the hot spice. My bad. It's still in there. It's in my mouth. I will keep an eye out. I promise, Awakened. Bless you. The Fox and the Hound was the best, but it was so sad, right? And like it happens every time you watch it. It's not like it's not going to happen this one time. But that was my favorite. I would watch the crap out of that one. And I think I liked it because it made me feel something. It made me feel some type of way, Ever since I was a young kid, I was trying to feel something, which I don't know, but I would like to draw a correlation between that and my addictive tendencies. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe that's just innocent kid stuff. I tend to think it's not. I tend to think that there's a correlation between that and my addictive tendencies, but whatever. Hey, take your time, Awakened. I think I'm about to shut it down. I keep playing with the idea, but we have so much fun. Why would I shut it down? Especially now that Davy's here. Now the party's actually started. I agree, Blessed to Crochet. I would consider every single one of you my friends. I mean, we hang out every day. It's a pretty good track record. We're like the best of friends, really. We literally hang out every day. I'm pretty fond of you guys, you know? That's an understatement, right? Robin Hood, the Disney movie. Oh my, yeah, that was one of my favorites. That one and King Arthur, or The Sword and the Stone, I guess it was called. Those three, I think, were my favorites. Fox and the Hound, Robin Hood, and I know I just said it. Sword and the Stone. Yeah, those were the best. Those were the best. The best of times. I agree. And the more we do this, the more comfortable I feel, the less I'm worried. It, in the beginning, I was very, very concerned with like the boat's mission and like, how I'm presenting myself. And these are very important things, but I don't need to worry about them so much because like I'm living them, right? I believe in them. Like I don't need to worry about messing up because I'm like, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not going to mess up. We all make mistakes, but I definitely was too concerned with doing it the proper way initially. And I wasn't allowing myself to stretch my legs and enjoy myself, which is really what this is about. It's no fun listening to someone that's having no fun. Kim Gao coming from Colorado. Good to see you. Travel safe, please. Good day, Koala Crafts. It's good to see you. Lilo and Stitch, I never watched all the way through. But I remember when it came out, I was thinking to myself, what a cool character. He's an alien. He can turn into stuff. I remember in Kingdom Hearts, he had a pretty interesting piece. I loved that video game. Final Fantasy meets Disney. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? Such a great idea. Stashed their kids so they could get drunk in peace. What a culture we live in. That definitely was the thing back in the day. I mean, we have a whole generation raised by army base daycares and televisions. You know what I mean? George Clooney and Looney Tunes. What? Fantastic, Mr. Fox. I literally need to check this out. I'm a huge fan of the Cloonster. I didn't know this existed. Cloonster with the Looney Tunes. I have not thought of Woody Woodpecker in decades either, Janet G. What a flashback. What a throwback, right? And I don't know if I could either. I've thought about it. I actually, the last time I watched it was with a good friend of mine. It was like a number of days after her fiance had tried to kill her. And I went over, she was like packing up the house and she just wanted some support. So I went and hung out and sat down and we just chatted. We just talked and talked and talked. And we had Fox and the Hound on the whole time. That was the last time I watched it, but I didn't do a whole lot of watching. Shout out to my friend. I hope she's doing well. When I left Salt Lake, this friend was not doing too hot. And rather than reach my hand out or have a conversation, I made it impossible for them to communicate with me. And I'm pretty sure I did this in a reaction to them like blowing my phone up or something. But it had already been in like a situation where like their lifestyle was like, I don't want to say triggering, but yeah, triggering, and I care about them so much. I can't hang out because, of what their kind of behavior they're engaging in and whatnot, and I don't know. It's a weird world that we live in. I wish that this person had grabbed my extended hand when I extended it. And I think about them often and I worry about them often, but my well-being and sobriety are not worth theirs. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna dive off the end for my friend. And I miss them. Fox and the Hound made me think of her and I miss her. All right, people, I'm going to get out of here. This has been great. It's been real. It's been fun, but it wasn't real fun. Just kidding. It was really, really fun. Rocky and Bullwinkle's my dad's favorite. Yeah, I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Hit that like, subscribe, bell for notifications if you like what we do here. Yeah, and I'll see you in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and get in the emails and communicate with TKD as well as everyone else in there. I'm going to post those journal prompts in the community tab of our YouTube channel. My pleasure, Kristen. My absolute pleasure. LKF, how'd your job interview go? And yeah, make it a great night, y'all. We'll see you in the morning. I'm gonna put those journal prompts up and get in them emails, get in them DMs, and eat. I am starving, Davey. I might just do that first. I might come join you area after I take care of some business. Shout out to Tara. Good job. Keep up the good work. All right, y'all. We'll see you.